will distract. Boy, you know, put me in this beanbag, me not get up again. Tiny Tots Kits is a dynamic approach used by the Sustainable Agriculture in the Caribbean Project to facilitate training for female farmers while keeping their kids engaged in learning. Nelsa English John is a Jamaica Country Coordinator for the World University Service of Canada, WSC, and her daughter Naya. Hi. Hi. Say hello. She's smiling. They're going to show and tell us how this works. Good to have you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Naya is beautiful. Me. She's all of one.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
So give me an overarching about WSC first, then we can talk about the SAC and how you cater to the moms you work with.
All right. So we are the World University Service of Canada. We're a Canadian-based NGO that operates in over 70 countries across the world. Here in Jamaica, we are registered, we operate in the Caribbean, and we have received funding from Global Affairs Canada to implement a project called the Sustainable Agriculture in the Caribbean Project. And through this project, we are engaging with women, youth, men to enhance their ability to become more economically viable, but doing it through a space that is equitable. So ensuring that all parties, women, men, youth, are provided with the kind of resources that they need. They're provided with the networking opportunities that they need to be able to thrive in the sector.
How long has the project been going on here?
We started in March of 2021, and we are now just wrapping up year 3 of a 5-year project.
Excellent. And what has the experience been like? What are the wins that you've achieved?
It has been absolutely amazing. A lot of what we do is facilitation, because there are a lot of moving parts in the sector. Oftentimes you find that there are a lot of entities that are in the space, they're doing well, but there are gaps. And so we focus on finding those gaps through consultations, hearing from our stakeholders, so that whatever initiatives are developed based on what it is that they need. So some of the things that we look at, we do innovations. You know, with climate change, it affects agriculture. And what we do is that we come up with low-cost innovations like a bamboo greenhouse, for example, that can allow a woman who doesn't have a lot of space in her backyard, but she's serious about agriculture. So in that small space, she can maximize her productivity.
Yeah.
It's things like training for women in entrepreneurship, so treating agriculture as a business and not just as, you know, a little side hustle or something that they do, a viable business. So we offer training in business entrepreneurship, teach them how to negotiate deals when they're, negotiating with higglers to sell their crops. So it's about empowerment.
And it's also about assistance.
Yes.
Because a lot of the farmers with whom you work are mothers, and one of the bugbears for them was being able to work and have their children unattended.
Exactly.
So tell me about the Tiny Tots
kits. This is how the Tiny Tot kits came about. We were having a training for women female farmers in St. Mary, and it was a business, entrepreneurship, gender, leadership training. And then the first day that we had the training, because it's a 3-week session, I remember one mommy, Roxanne, she came and she was apologizing profusely. I'm so sorry I had to take the baby. I couldn't find anybody to take care of the baby. And we said, no, Roxanne, it's okay. We're going to make this work. And so out of that, we created this kit that is a simple mat that has toys and coloring implements and just things that children would need. And she said, I have another friend who has a baby. Can she come too? And so by the end of the training, we had 5 mothers. And this kit is interspersed within the training session. So as the mommies are learning, they're no longer distracted by trying to make sure that the baby doesn't make too much noise. And, so they can take their mind off childcare and focus on learning. So that is what it was about.
Which they're also doing in the best interest of their children.
So having a child should not be a limitation for a woman to be able to participate. Because sometimes they attend, sometimes there's tokenism.
Yes.
So entities will say, oh, we include women. And what does inclusion look like? Oh, they can come. So what if they have children? Oh, they can take the children, but they're still hassled or burdened with childcare while trying to learn. So this kit, Simone, is less than $4,000.
Wow.
And a small investment of $4,000 can make a big impact in changing a woman's life.
And does it really keep the child engaged throughout the entire
It really does, because sometimes what we do is that we have multiple children. And so they will be on the mat together playing, and they're interacting with the activities, and mommy is free to learn.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if mommy is empowered, then she can then go forth and support her family.
Does it matter the age of the child?
It does not matter the age of the child. But we find that most times the older children tend to go to school.
Yeah.
So we tend to have young ones, toddlers, or perhaps they're having a sick day and mommy, has to take them with them. So that is what it is about.
I'm curious. What about the men? Are there men who have their children that are...
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, and we encourage them to come. We encourage them to come because it's not just mommies, it's caregivers.
Hold on to your
Sometimes they're
microphones and I
guardians.
don't pull it off.
Sometimes they're guardians. She's telling you hi in a very soft voice.
Hi. 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 Auntie's over here. Hi. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
So we encourage them. One of the things is that we take a do no harm approach in all of our initiatives. So yes, it is a project that focuses on women and youth, but as far as men are concerned, those who need the support, who need the help, then we are open to working with all genders.
Okay, so is the project now kind of like fully occupied, and we say you're into 3 years or 5?
Yes.
Okay, so the cohort that you have is the cohort that you will follow all the way through?
No, as a matter of fact, next Tuesday we'll be beginning with a brand new set of ladies in St. Catherine.
Excellent.
So we keep moving around. Wherever we recognize that there's a need for this kind of training and empowerment, then we ensure that we work through state partners and get the training sessions around.
How long does each cohort go for?
It's 3 weeks, so we meet every Tuesday for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yes.
And so if there are ladies watching this morning who are interested in farming and who want to get involved with the project after this next cohort ends, how do they do that?
Sure, we are on social media, so they can look for us on Facebook and on Instagram, WUSC Caribbean. They can send us an email there. They can send us a message there. They can also call us, 876-470-8272.
Excellent.
And they will be able to figure out how we can access
Great
the
initiative,
services.
inclusive and such.
Yes.
Come now, let's play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
You are most welcome.
Come, Baba. With your one shoes. Where you need the shoes, guys, miss?
It's over here.
Come, what do you want to play with? Come, let's play with something.
Let's
It's
go.
great. Let me tell you, there's so many women who have challenges when they're trying to get their work done or their
Yes.
training done, and it's great that you guys have thought of this, and allow them to put their mind at ease.
And again, it's about a small investment that has a large impact.
Yes, ma'am.
And empowering women ensures that we empower generations to come.
All right. Nothing more to be said because it's as well said as it can be. Jamaica Country Coordinator for the World University Service of Canada, Nelson English Johnson, and her daughter, Naya. We're honoring our women in sports after this break.
Now she's ready to play.